Hi guys, my name is Kiera, also known as Hobokiki, and today we're in my baby, my pride and joy, also known as my Hobonichi cousin. There she is, and we are in this week here. I'm just going to fill a few things out, nothing major. You guys been here before, you know what to expect. So I'm using my highlighter to mark how many hours I slept, and then I am going to fill in my mood today, which is pretty up there, but then I'm not going to feel like my productivity level yet since the day did just start. So I don't want to, say I was productive when really I was a couch potato. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I got to give myself the rest of the day to see if I accomplish things, even though you guys know I do not like doing things on the weekend. I did fill out my progress tracker for my goals and filled out what I ate Saturday night. So now we can move to the next week. We are using this Live Love Posh sticker book. What is this book called? Let me go check real quick. It's called Posh Academy, and it has everything you need for anything school related. I am using this set right here. I love the colors. I love that it adds a pop of black. So yeah, these are the stickers I'll be using this week, and then these are my sticker stones. I did choose this tower because look how cute. Does it not look like a little rose quartz pencil? It's so adorable. And then I wanted to bring in some yellow, so that's why I'm bringing in that. And then, of course, for the black pops of color, I am bringing in this stone, and I just love how they look together. They look like they were always meant to be. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into laying some stickers down. As you can see, I knew I had to use this first day of school. I think it's like an apple piñata. It's so cute. So, of course, I had to place that sticker on the first day of school. And then I did see like this washi strip of like cute, colorful pencils. So, of course, I had to use that. If you're new here, hi, how are you? I do basically just let my stickers tell me where they want to be placed. And my weekly section, it tends to differ by week. Sometimes I use it how the Hobonichi cousin is intended to be used. Sometimes I use it as a dashboard layout. It really just depends on the sticker placement, what's happening that week, how I'm feeling. And I really did think I was going to use this as a dashboard. And I guess in a way it kind of is a dashboard layout, but it's just not the typical one that I'm used to doing. And, we'll get there. I'm a little ahead of myself here, but we'll get there and I'll talk about it. There was this cute, like, August calendar sticker, and it's completely dated incorrectly. Well, maybe for the year that it came out, it was dated correctly, but for this year that I'm using it, it's so incorrect. But I just thought it was so cute, so I had to add that there. And then I did have to add the flags at the bottom left corner there. First day of school, first day of a quiet household. If you're a mom, then you just know. It's like. I'm not mad at them, but I am going to appreciate just having a little bit more of a quiet house, having a little bit more time to myself. And yeah, excited to see them and hear them tell me about their days when they get home from school. And I know they're going to be happy to see their friends again, make new friends, as well as learn. So, this is always a win-win for everybody. And there's nothing wrong with using a syllabus. I need to go back to school. Using a sticker that celebrates that. That is what I wanted to say. Don't know why it was so hard. But I did want to bring in some of these black boxes here. It's kind of like you viewing the school on the web. It's so cute. It kind of reminds me of when the pandemic started, and then we had to do everything online. That was a lot. So, I would just say that I'm grateful we've moved forward. And yeah, and I know the kids are so happy. Again, like they get to see their little buddies. So everyone's basically happy to go back to school in this household. We are going back to school, what I consider to be early. When I was in school, we always went back to school after Labor Day, but these kids go back to school early. And again, I'm not mad at it, it's just an observation. What about you? Are you guys back in school yet? Or, do you have kids that are in school? Maybe you're a teacher. Let me know. Let me know. I do respond back to my comments here on YouTube. On Instagram, you may never hear a peep out of me, but on Instagram, or not on Instagram, on YouTube, I usually try to get back to y'all as quickly as I can. Um, I am doing my little mood tracker here on the sidebar. And then after I complete it, I am going to notice that it looks a little bit off. And I can't figure out why my pages look off. And then I realize it's because I don't have any date covers. Date covers are not necessary. However, I do feel like they help tie everything in. Like it's like a nice finishing clean touch. So I always put them down, and I have like a buttload from Ms. Biz plans. So, I have them. Why not use them? So they're always going to go down on my spreads. And again, not necessary, but definitely helps have a completed, like fleshed out look. It looks, everything gets tied in together with everything. And so I'm using the pink, and yeah, I do think that helps a lot. While I nonchalantly place these down, I am going to just talk about a new anime I started watching. It's school related, so I feel like I'm not too much off topic here. But why did nobody tell me about the summer Hikaru died? That is such a good anime if you watch anime. If you don't watch anime, don't start there. That is, I would not recommend you to start there because it's a lot, but it is so good. And man, it's doing horror in a very like clever way, just by like angles and stuff, and it's good. It's just good. Yeah, I'm kind of mad that nobody told me about it, but I was pleasantly surprised after finishing, what episode was that? Only episode 4, and I'm like, I need more. I really, I don't know. I was mad that Netflix is, because it usually has like the whole series that you can watch, and now I think within like the last year or two it started doing this thing where it's like, no, you gotta wait till we release the episodes, and I just like to binge it all at one go. But I do kind of like that I'm being forced not to binge it, because then I'm like really savoring everything that's going on. Does that make sense? Anyways, I did decide to lay down a few more stickers at the bottom here because there are some open spaces that I just know I'm not going to write in, just because they're kind of like squished together. So I'm not even going to bother. And I did kind of manhandle one of these stickers. You'll see it in a little bit. It was such a cute sticker, too. It's like a little handbag of like a pencil or something like that. It's really cute. Here it is right here. I grabbed my tweezers because it stuck to the paper, but then, I don't know, I was manhandling it and I ripped it. But the good thing is it's a sticker, so you can kind of just piece it back together by neatly laying it down. So it wasn't a big problem or anything. I just thought it was funny. That's all. So here's where we go into like the dashboard esque kind of feeling. I don't know why I was just drawn to separate everything like this week. I take like a deeper or thicker liner and use that to mark a line across both pages. On the top of this line, there will be my events for the week. So anything like an appointment or something special happening, it goes on the top of that line. And I like having that section first because it'll be the first thing I see. So it'll be like something that I need to notate. If I see something big, such as that first day of school, mentally, I already know Friday, big day, first day of school. Hopefully that makes sense. Then this middle section here is going to be like, I guess, my health and wellness section. That pink line, sorry about all the ums. I'm just like getting back to 100%. I'm not there yet. I was sick and then I got on my period and then I didn't really exercise like I was supposed to. So I was all over the place and it just is what it is. But I'm healed now. May have some scars. I am healed. But I'm chilling out. Anyways, the pink highlighter line will be my step counter. The square checkbox under that highlighter line will be what exercise I did. And then under that, there's still a little bit of space in that section. That's going to be where I write like the main meal that I had that day. And then under that, I drew another bold line and I am doing some bullet points. And don't worry, I'll talk about it. I don't like writing on camera because I like to put my face into the journal so you wouldn't be able to see it even if I tried to record it. But we can talk about it. So as you can see, the bullet points, I think that was the last thing that we talked about. That is going to just be my basic to-dos. So that last section at the bottom, that's my to-do section. So here's my events. As you can see, I wrote my first day of school. I wrote the kids' dental appointments, their open house. Wednesday, I don't have anything planned, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to schedule a work meeting that day. Thursday is the first day of school. Friday is a restock for some crystals I've had my eyes on. Saturday and Sunday, I don't have anything planned. The kids no longer have summer sports on Saturday, so we'll see. As you can see, the middle section is my health section. We have my steps. We have the exercises I plan on doing. And I do want to try to actually like work outside more. So for the weekend I do have like jog outside and hopefully I can do that, get out of the house a little bit more. And then there is that section there, that's empty section here is where I will write basically what I had to eat that day. So that should be enough space for me. And then right under that, we have my to-do section, which we just went over. So I started with 3 bullet points, but I do have a little bit more space, especially on Monday if I need to write some more to-dos. I don't like to pile on the to-dos because then I get overstimulated and get nothing done. So I like to see like some necessary things and some things that are like repetitive that I know I can get done. Just because it just helps me like stay in a productive mindset, and that may be childish to some people, but it works for me. So sometimes I'll have things that I know is gonna get done, like water the plants, but it already just helps me stay in that productive mindset. And then if you're new here, again, hi, how are you? We will be using the exact same stickers that we use in my weekly section in my daily section. So be sure to tune in for that video. Should be up tomorrow, which would be Monday. So yeah, that's basically it, you guys. If you liked the video, please feel free to like the video. If you dislike the video, feel free to dislike the video. It's whatever, bro. I hope you stay safe and stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.